What's up, guys? Squeezebox here again with Team Synergy, and today we're going to be doing another deck profile on probably one of my favorite decks that had just found out on this entire new format, and that's going to be Roadnut FTK. If you haven't heard of this deck, I don't blame you. I didn't hear about it for a while also, but I finally bunkered down and decided to play it, and let's get into the deck. Alright, starting with the monster lineup, you're obviously playing your one Roadnut. He is the win condition of the entire deck. If you manage to pull off his entire effect, you pretty much just win the game. Your opponent has no outs to this, and other than that, he's pretty simple to get out. He's only 1 star, so you draw into it, the game's over. That's pretty much it. Next, moving to some support cards, you're running your 3 Fire Chickens, the 3 High Avatar Garunix. He works really well if he is destroyed by a card effect. He comes back every single standby phase, and he just blows up the entire field. That's one of my favorite parts of this entire deck, and actually why I started playing it, is the constant board destruction is just, it feels great when everything is just blowing up every single turn. And if you manage to loop them, if you get 2 in the graveyard and you bring them back, your opponent really can't do much about it until they find a way to stop. Even if they attack over it, it's 2,700. Even if they attack over it, you still get a free special summon from the entire deck. So he's really nice. The other Fire King cards, you're obviously playing your Searchers. The 3 Fire King Barong, when he's destroyed and he comes back, he's able to search out any single Fire King card. Not just monster, that's the important thing. He searches out your island. He can search out pretty much any of the other monsters. And he is really good, and you can special summon him from the hand if any other Fire King monster is destroyed by a card effect. Next, at 3, you're running the 3 Ganesh, or Arvada. He's the new guy. He pretty much makes the deck so much better. I'm so glad he actually came out. He has a quick effect where he can just negate anything. You can negate like anything from Scrap Iron Scarecrow to like honestly probably like Effect Veil and Ash Blossom, because it's just a quick effect. You can negate it in the graveyard before it activates, and they still have to pay the cost of sending it to the graveyard. So he's just a really good card. Then for your last Fire King monster, you are playing the 1 Yaksha. I only play him at 1 because I feel like he's not as good as the other 3. He is good in some points. He does let you destroy monsters in your hand, and he is a free 1800 special summon. But other than that, I only play 1 of him because that's really all you needed. That's it for the Fire King kind of engine. You can play more Yaksha if you want, but I don't feel like it is necessary in this deck. For some of the other support cards, you play the 1 Coach Soldier Wolfbark. I have seen people play multiples of him, and I don't really feel like a reason why. He is only good late mid-game and just pure late game when stuff is in your graveyard. He can bring back any of the Fire King monsters except for High Avatar Garunix. But other than that, like, you really don't need him for anything else. So he's only good if you want to go into like your rank 4 plays or anything like that, which is very rare, but he is there if you need him. And then some other supporting boss monsters, you run the 2 Agnimazad, the Vanquisher, or the Vanisher, sorry, in the 1 Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys. He is the other Fire Chicken you play. He's not as good as Garunix, but he is still there. He works as a Heavy Storm instead of a Dark Hole, but it's every one of your standby phases, not just every single standby phase. And Vanisher, I've seen people play him at 1, and I don't know why. Every single card in this deck, except for 3 of the monsters, is fire, and he is just so good. Other than that, the last 3 monsters we are playing are 3 Effect Veiler. I don't really have Ash Blossoms, and honestly, like, it works just as well. There's not really any much more to it. Stop other monster effects, and you can really just move on with your day with this deck, and just you stop a monster effect, and then Garunix comes back and just blows up everything on the field. Other than that, that's all the monsters. Let's move into the spell cards. Alright, for the spell lineup, we're going to start out with the 3 Roadnut Island. This card it makes the deck work. It's so much better. Let you blow up stuff from your hand, and just gets all your Fire King monsters' effects activated. Let you special summon monsters. And then the 1 Terraforming to help search it out. You don't play any more Terraforming just because of Barong and all the other draw cards you play. There's no need. You can search Fire King Island out pretty easily in this deck. And then Triple Onslaught of the Fire Kings. This card is phenomenal. It just makes plays open. Whenever your opponent has a monster and you don't, you can special summon like any of your Fire King monsters from your deck to the field. It's effects are negated and it's blown up during the end phase, but it lets you get your High King avatars out on the field, lets you attack, and then you can get them in the graveyard for their effects the next turn. I think this card is a must-have at 3. And then 2 Circle of the Fire Kings. This card is really good for some OTK potential during the battle phase. It is a quick effect. It lets you target one of your fire monsters you control and a fire monster in the graveyard. And you can blow up the monster on the field and bring back the monster from the graveyard. So it's really like well at 2. I've seen people play it at 3. For me, it gets a little cloggy. It is a quick play spell card, but sometimes you can only activate 1 per turn, so it does sit in your hand a lot. Next, we're playing the 3 Fire Formation Tanky. Every single card in here is, except for like Garunix and your Agnimazad, the Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys, all your other Fire King monsters, and Coach Soldier Wolfbark are Beast Warriors. So this is just a free search for any of the ones you don't have. And then another card that I don't see people play a whole lot, and that's actually Supply Squad. Supply Squad is really good. It's free draw power since everything is just blowing up. Like, it's literally just free cards every single turn whenever it goes off. And then the best draw engine in the game, the best draw support, is the Pot of Desires. You're playing 3s of pretty much everything in the deck, so even if you banish 1, it's not going to hurt you too much. It's just a free plus. And then we're playing a Dark Hole and a Raigeki. I know this is another Dark Hole, but this should be Raigeki. But Dark Hole is really good because, like I said, you don't really care. Like, if your monsters are in the graveyard, they're getting special summoned back next turn anyways, and like I said, it's just constant destruction, and you just want to blow up the field as much as possible. And then the last spell card we play is the 1 Rekindling, because it is only at 1. If it was still at 3, we would run 3 because this deck is absolutely stupid, and just being able to bring back every single one of your Fire King cards from the graveyard 1 turn. This is the card that will let you OTK most of the time with Circle. Great card, and I understand why it is at 1. Last, we only play 4 traps, and that's going to be 3 Torrential Tributes and 1 Solemn Warning. We play the 1 Solemn Warning mainly for the True King matchup because this is your 1 out. This outs Masterpiece. Stops Masterpiece from even being summoned. Even if he picks trap cards, he hasn't hit the field yet. So the Solemn Warning will stop him. And of course the 3 Torrential Tributes because, like I said, you want to blow everything up. Other than that, you could run the other Solemn Strikes and everything, but I think this is a more fun way to do it. Just constant destruction. That's going to be it for the main deck. Let's get right into the extra deck. Alright guys, to finish things off with the extra deck, we're only running the 2 Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Tiger King. Literally every single card in here, except for your boss monsters, are rank 4 fires and beast warriors, so you make him really easily. The good thing about this deck, which I really like, is that you don't need an extra deck, which lets you play your Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries, which is in the side deck. So pretty much run whatever you want. You can run the Tiger Kings and then like Doolittle Chimera. If you don't know what that is, it's pretty much the Mrs. Radiant for fire monsters. But other than that, this is all you need. Run an extra deck if you want. I'm personally not, because you're blowing stuff up every single turn anyways, so I don't really see a point. This is all you need right here, and then you would run all of your targets for Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. Alright guys, in conclusion, I just want to say that this is probably one of the most fun decks I have ever played. It's extremely budget and has a lot of potential. I'm probably going to end up taking this to YCS Memphis to see how I do. Doing like the test hands, it was really consistent, and I felt like I feel like it has a lot of potential in the higher up tiers. So thank you guys for watching this. Like it, comment, subscribe, of course. We're nearing that 20 subscriber mark, so that would mean the world to us. And let us know in the comments what decks y'all want to see. Obviously, we do the top tier decks, like as you see now, and then we also like to do the anti-meta stuff. So if there's a specific deck y'all want to see, let us know. We'll put our spin on it. We'll do a profile, and just let us know. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.